Hello there, I'm a member of the training team, and today I'm going to show you how to look up patients' medical records using the All Medical Records report. This report displays all the notes for all patients in the date range selected. It also has filters to help you narrow down your search to the relevant data that you are looking for. To open this report, click on Reports, then Medical Records, then All Medical Records. The XMR notes and XDocs for all patients in the date range, along with identifying patient information, will be presented in this report when it loads. You can use the date ranges at the top left-hand side of the page to enter in a specific date range, and then click on the magnifying glass icon to initiate a search. The arrows pointing left and right next to the date range fields can be used to toggle back and forth between the date ranges. This report uses a date range of 3 days by default, or you can enter in your own date range. For example, if you left the report at the default 3-day date range, then the arrows would move 3 days forward or 3 days back depending on whether you hit the right or left arrow. Clicking on the left arrow will take you back to earlier date ranges. Clicking on the right arrow will take you forward to more recent date ranges. Please note, when you first open the report, the default 3-day date range ends on the current day that you opened it. Click on the Search Filter button and a drop-down menu will appear. Click on one of the checkboxes next to an option to filter the report by that option. There is a blank text field in this window where you can enter in an XDoc name to filter the report to just look for XDocs with that name. There is also a drop-down menu where you can filter the report by the practitioner. After you have selected the checkbox next to the option or options that you want, the drop-down will disappear. Then hit the magnifying glass icon to perform a search with the filter that you selected. The items count simply shows you how many medical records are listed in this report during the date range in which you ran your search and using the filters you selected. Click on the play button pointing towards the right-hand side of the screen to see XDocs of the patients that came up in your search. When you click this button, the report will go through the patient's XDocs in your list one by one and present all of them for review and sign-off. If you want to search for something more specific, for example unsigned XDocs, then simply create a search with the Search Filter button as I described earlier. You can perform any of the options on the far right-hand side of the page by clicking on the checkbox and then selecting the Save button. Please note, by default, only those with practitioner roles in the system can sign off on notes, and only those who signed off on a note can unsign that note. There is a special setup required to delete an XDoc. Contact your coach to turn on XDoc deletion authority for a user. The Send Fax button faxes the highlighted documents through the system like you can fax documents through the Doc tab. You do not need a fax machine set up to do this. To find out more about sending a fax, please see the Send Fax help page. Well, that's all there is to this video. We hope that you found it helpful, and if you did, go ahead and click like at the bottom of the page. Goodbye for now and have a great day.